horsepower. Very nice.
Yeah, for two one-barrel carburetors, but they're big one-barrels too.
Yeah.
I'll bet those are 45, 50 millimeter carburetors.
Very nice. Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story. Today we're in the western suburbs of Chicago. I'm with Frank Zamberna, and we've got a great car for you today. Frank, what year, make, and model is this one?
It's a 1952 Hudson Hollywood Hornet. The Hollywoods were the hardtops, and they're really rare. Next to the convertibles, this is the rarest Hudson you can get.
Let's take a look at our featured attraction. So as we come over here and we look at this car, well, it's just glorious. Now, Frank, how long have you had this car?
I've only had it a couple of weeks, so I've been trying for 5 years to buy it, but I've only owned it for a couple of weeks.
And you were at a car show, and naturally I saw this car, and what did I do?
You asked me if you could do a video on it.
Yeah, I said, let's go. This is tremendous. First of all, congratulations on your 5-year wait.
Yeah, it's only got 30,000 miles on it for a 1952 car. It's pretty good.
Wow. That's amazing.
It's
now,
like brand new.
Is it been restored, or?
The paint is new and the chrome is new, but the interior is original, and all the mechanicals are non-restored.
Wow.
I think the engine was rebuilt 30 years ago.
Let's take a look over here. I'm going to step back from it.
5 years ago, the guy did all new chrome on it. The paint's about 15 years old.
Wow.
But the interior is original.
So everybody, I'll give you a shot at that. And you can see, we put the windows down so you could see that hardtop look to it. That's just great.
Yeah, I was going to put wire wheels on it, but my wife loves the painted rim.
Well, your wife's got good taste, because that looks great. We've got the Hollywood here. You can see that center antenna that comes in the reverse order. Usually they're facing the opposite way, but you can see the holder. The windshield wipers is actually a vent here. We've got the Hudson Owners Association International, the little mirror with kind of the rocket there, and of course the rocket there on the Hudson, and that chrome strip goes all the way down until you get to this bigger strip. Now these cars were, as I understand it, like NASCAR legends.
Yeah, 51, 52, and 53, they were the champions.
So
they were
here,
the first car to win back-to-back NASCAR championships.
So here we have the NASCAR champion back in that time frame. Let's, because the sun's hitting it, let's pop the hood on this one, shall we?
I gotta get the hood released.
Okay. We've got the taillights, and notice how the chrome not only comes around here, but it comes around the bumpers. These great fender ornament rockets as well. Oh, we've got the gold and chrome. This one just looks like it just came out of the showroom in 52. I'll help with that. There we go. So we start off here with our tire pressure.
Yeah, the twin H-Power was they're two one-barrel carburetors, but when they open up, boy, it really gives this thing some power.
I see the 308 there. We've got the twin H-Power there. Lots of little details on this. I'll show you that one there. I hope you can see that. There we go. Just like that.
I swear the guy had been waxing under the hood.
The detail with the pulleys off each side. You've got your carburetors here. And you have your Hudson information there. There. Wow, this is really cool.
It's got all the stickers on it.
Yeah.
It's in beautiful condition.
It's amazing. Now,
I'm not as old as it, and this is in better condition than I am.
Again, all the details, your horn, your engine oil. Must be your wiper assembly, it looks like. All working off these pulleys.
Yep, they're vacuum wipers. And the wipers work.
Oh, it's just great. You can see if I get far enough down. Looks like we have kind of your engine number information here. Some more markings.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the guy I bought it from has an aluminum racing head for it. One of the NASCAR heads, so I'm gonna get one of those.
Is that right?
It's supposed to give it 12 more horsepower.
So we'll see.
It's 265 horse.
Mm-hmm.
This sucker goes.
Let's fire it up, shall we?
Okay.
I'll get on this side so you can see the assembly working. You can see how that hood props up. You've got a little... You listen to the exhaust note. Wow, you can't even hear it. That's on. And you can barely hear it. Frank, give it a rev. Wow, that is wonderful. And we'll turn it around for you. And as we turn it around, well, this is what caught my attention at the car show, because I said a twin H-Power Hudson Hornet. And look at all the chrome along the bottom. We have the beautiful Hornet logo there. That's actually how it looks on the car, but I like it like that. And you can see the H through there. And then the great back window. And you were sharing that you can wax this one because it's 60 inches high or so, so it's not too bad. So I'm gonna take this moment right here and we're gonna show you some trunk and treats. I shared with you that we'd have some trunk and treats, and this one definitely doesn't disappoint. We're gonna have an extended trunk and treats that you can see in the description of this video. It's gonna have some details on all of these things. We'll take a much deeper look. We'll also see the correct time period Coca-Cola piece there. But to see the details of this, you're not going to want to miss the details here. So come to the description if you like these kind of trunk and treats. And we'll show you all of those with that special video of the extended cut. But for now, we're going to go back to the car. And as we continue on with the car, you've got that big chrome piece around the license plate. We have our gas filler there, as you can hear.
Because that thing's like a guillotine.
Okay, I will do that. Wow. Yeah, you're right. It is a guillotine. I'm guessing you learned that lesson one time.
The hard way, yes.
Yeah, the hard way. All right. This great piece here, just highlighting that back window. And then also, speaking of back window, obviously it's closed, but I just want to show you how this one comes up, because when it comes up, you can see it comes up that way, which is really kind of cool. It actually comes all the way up like so, but I want to take that down for you. Frank, this is really like a magic carpet ride, right? Because I mean, what's the reaction when you're at car shows? What do people respond when they see this car? Lots of good ones.
They love it.
They love it.
It's a pretty car.
Yeah.
And it's getting harder to buy cars that are older than I am, so for me this was great. Like I say, my dad had one when I was a kid.
What kind of car did your dad have?
He had a Hudson, but it was just a two-door.
Okay.
It wasn't a Hollywood or anything, but I think it was a 51.
Yeah.
But that was a long, long time ago.
Well, so you've got these grab bars in the back, and this folds up, as you can see, like so. The great chrome ribbing, even the lights look like they're lights that look like rockets. And look at the door. Tell me,
Yeah, it's all original interior.
that's amazing.
It's 73 years old. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Look at even the paint, how nice that paint is. And there, what's the 145 for, Frank?
That's if it had the single carburetors, that was the horsepower to 145.
But this one,
This is dual carb.
yeah. Obviously, you can move your bench back and forth. Let me just show the material there. You know what's great about cars from this time frame is the instrumentation.
Yeah, I love the numbers on the speedometer.
Let's feature those, shall we? It's a 2-speed, or was it 2-speed or 3-speed automatic?
Well, it's two ranges. There's a 4-speed range and a 3-speed range.
Okay.
One adds the high gear to it for when you're out on the highway.
And this is 31,000 original miles.
Yep.
That's amazing.
And I put a couple of hundred of them on.
Attaboy. We're supposed to drive them, right? The emergency brake, your weather control, your stalk here. And as I show just all the details. Maybe someone can explain what each one of those little 4 pieces are. But you've got the dual range hydromatic there as well. All the little details they share with us.
Yeah, the clock had the gasket dropped down. I got to put that adhesive on the inside of the dial. I got to get that apart and clean it.
Oh, we'll get that
That's
fixed up for us.
Next week's project.
Next week's project, right. And then we have the heater control here. As you can see, you have your matching numbers there, your ashtray. I like how they put the Hudson Hornet on that. And then there's the tissue box that swings down. Even with this. Frank, can you open the other door?
Yep.
So we got that there. How it's marked in Hudson, and it matches up there. And then as Frank opens that door, the reason why I wanted to show you that was, well, that number there. Model number. Surprisingly in the passenger door. Just like that. Well, Frank, I think we got to take him for a ride.
Okay.
Let's do that.
You won't have to convince me. I love driving this thing.
Nice. Frank and I are in the 1952 Hudson Hornet, and this is a real thrill for me because, you know, after you've seen the movie Cars, I don't know, 100 jillion times like I have, because I had a little one at the time, it's fun to be in Doc Hudson. What happens when you're at the car show? What do people talk to you about? Do they say?
Everybody loves this car. And the little kids, I'll let the little kids, I always ask them, do you want to sit in Doc Hudson?
Nice.
And they just get an ear-to-ear grin, and they climb up here and sit in and play with the steering wheel.
Yeah. You're driving. Frank, how's it feel driving it?
Very nice. I like to drive my old cars on old-looking roads, and I can pretend I'm back in 1952.
That is great. I want to show people something. You can see this vent is up. Can you close that vent? So as we grab that vent and close that, you can see that knob there is for the, I'll call it interior air, as well.
As close to air conditioning as I get.
And we also had a real nice, look how they did the little design on the end of the stalk. Right.
Hudson had a lot of details in their cars.
Speaking of the details, we can see that knob up there, which has the antenna connected to it, so it can go up or it can stay there. And these really neat, how that pivots like that was really kind of cool as well. What a great ride.
Gee, I don't think we need to get any air here. So.
Yeah, we'll slow down a bit. So the NASCAR 51, 52, 53 champion, that was because they were lower than other cars, correct?
A big engine too. For the early 50s, this had more horsepower than the Oldsmobile. They talk about that Rocket V8, and this was faster, more horsepower and bigger cubic inches, and it handled a lot better.
And you mentioned when we were under the hood that there was an aluminum flathead for it that they put on there for the NASCARs.
Yeah, the NASCARs ran a 7X engine, and it had a different crank and a different cam, larger valves, but I'm trying to get one of the aluminum racing heads for it. They're they flow a little better, and they'll add about 12 horsepower to the car. And they're stock. They were a dealer part, like the Twin H.
Yeah.
That was a dealer installed option. And that aluminum head, that would be a dealer installed option.
Oh, beautiful little road here.
That's my favorite old car drive. I like old roads.
Yeah, this is great. Really scenic. Well, after the 5-year chase, how did you feel finally getting the car?
Relieved.
Relieved.
I was kind of in disbelief. He said, what? It's like I say, I had to answer more questions to get this car than I had to answer when I married my wife.
That's funny.
Yeah, are you going to take care of it? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that?
He was particular. Well, that's good. You want somebody who's that particular.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations for finally getting the goal. I mean,
he knew I would never modify this car.
Yeah.
Like, this thing really goes.
Well, we saw that little acceleration right in the beginning of the video. That was kind of fun, actually.
Yeah.
It's fun to see the Twin H power in actual action.
Well, this thing would go over 100 miles an hour, which for a 50s car was pretty good, you know.
And this was like in 1951. This was the fastest car there was, wasn't it? Something
Fastest
like
American production car.
Fastest American production car. Great ride. With some great scenery for you. Now I've videoed another Hudson Hornet, but I've never had a ride of it, so I was kind of excited about the ride because I know, like you said, it's lower.
It drives so nicely.
Yeah, the center of gravity is great. Happy in the Hudson.
Yeah, my biggest problem with this car is how they're going to get the grin off my face.
Get the grin off your face. Well, that's a great way to segue out of the video. Frank, what a great car. So much fun. Thanks for taking me out in the Hudson Hornet. It's my first ride in a Hudson Hornet, so I really enjoyed it. Thanks so much for being on My Car Story.
No problem. I really appreciate you asking. It'll be nice to have a good quality video of it.
Well, thank you. Glad to be able to share this with you, and I'm excited to see what the Globe thinks.
And my wife will get a kick out of it too. She's seen every Hudson Hornet video on YouTube probably 3 times. Oh God, he's watching them again.
Well, now you can watch this one. Thanks so much.